this up and going. You hook up the board and you say, for assembly, we need, or maybe we don't. Maybe we just say we just want the center two lights for the podium there and there. Nice and warm, not real bright, about 60% here. Just something like that.
Yeah.
Just basic. Don't
Basic,
even need any
just,
LEDs or anything.
yeah.
Just a basic.
Put a light on somebody.
Something like that.
Yep.
Okay? So now you have that set. Now you come up to the controller up here.
So you could set all of them. You could set both layers, whatever you want.
You
Just
do whatever
set
you
it.
want. You create the look. That's all
Create the look.
up here cares about is creating the look.
Create the look. You don't want to be on camera. Yeah.
Again, this manual I'll leave with you. Because to be honest with you, I still am looking at this. So,
That's not making me feel any better.
well, the idea is that presets are something that you would create and then leave.
Yeah, yeah.
So the key page you're looking for is page 25 and 26.
Okay.
Because the first thing you have to do is to set this DMX through mode, which is really simple. If it's not off, you want to make sure it is off. You press and hold it for about 3 seconds, and then you notice the thing really starts flashing at you. Okay. Then let's say we want to put that into, let's see, I don't remember what that is. Okay, yep. So say you want to put that as scene, what we got out there is scene A. There's a set button here, you go set, and A. Voila. And we shut that off now and go kill the board.
Yep.
Hit A, it should come back to what was there.
Nice.
So
That is nice.
the combinations, because as you can see there's only 5 buttons here that's on your first layer, and in order to get to the second and third layers of the preset, it's like hold
A,
on.
B.
No, it's
Oh.
on A, on B, on
Oh,
C,
see.
or D.
Okay.
Or press and hold off A, B, C, or D.
Okay.
You'll notice that there's these buttons here, they're dead. We don't have any dimmers that are part of this system that this could also control.
So really inside there, all you're getting to is the set button.
It's really the only thing you need there is the set button.
Okay.
Okay?
Nice. That is a nice functionality.
So,
Go turn it on.
So-
Have to haul it all out. Yeah. For
yeah. Okay?
homecoming or something like that.
So,
Okay, anything while we're up here? You got your wireless.
well, let's say, is that kind of covered for lights at the
I
moment?
don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I've heard it already, so.
Okay. Sound side, I mean, so everything in here, first of all, one of the things that people need to learn, you need to do...
Don't shut it off. I already
you
talked to
don't-
my custodians.
Yeah, don't need to shut off the breaker. This rack should stay on 24/7. There's no reason for it to be shut off. If you shut it off, it kills your lighting control system. For all that stuff, none of that will work. The other thing is that the power amps, which are typically your biggest power users in a sound system, have an eco mode on them. As you can see, they're sleeping right now.
Okay.
They will automatically turn on when they sense a signal coming in, and away they go. Okay? As far as the sound system is concerned, up here, you really never need to be up here. Okay?
Makes it easy.
This is no touch land. The only thing that's touchy up here is that.
Okay. What is all of it, just so in case we have to
Yep.
name it, we name it.
Yep, if you need to name it. This is your assisted listening transmitter. So
Yes.
if you have somebody that you're using the sound system, you have somebody who's hard of hearing, there are 4 listening assistance body packs with earbuds that they can use to listen. The power amps. One amp is for the big, the main speakers that are out there. 1 amp is for the little fill speakers that are up close.
Okay.
That's us.
Yeah. Who to call?
This here, hopefully you're calling because you're happy, not because you're but anyway, this is kind of the heart and the soul of the sound system. This is called the digital signal processor. This is where all the mic lines come into. This is where your controller, which I'll show you in a bit, comes into. This is where all the outputs go out to feed the power amp. So this does all the mixing functions. It does all the equalization functions. One of the things I drove away was halfway back to Fargo and went, I don't think I set compressors on there. I better set limiters on it. So
Thank
that's
you.
one thing I'm going to do today.
Okay.
Is put some limiters on it so that if somebody gets completely berserk out there,
Then blow us out.
it'll give some measure of protection to the speakers. This here is a DMX isolated splitter. Essentially what happens here, the signal comes from the board, comes into this unit first, and then this unit goes into here, and then this splits the signal out to the two dimmer bars that are out there, and there's also two positions on stage where all the LEDs get patched into.
Okay.
Something that, you know, for some reason you decide to get creative and start adding instruments or moving instruments around or something like that, particularly with the LEDs, you need to remember that DMX cannot be starred. They have to go from instrument in and out to in and out to in and out. They got to be in a line when you plug your DMX together. Otherwise it won't play nice. And hence why we have the splitter in here.
Okay.
The other reason for the splitter, even more importantly than to make sure that the DMX is being distributed correctly, is it's optically isolated. And so that means, because we have you got 8 LED instruments here, you got 2 dimmer strips up there, and you got a lighting board over there. They're all plugged into power somewhere. And if you wind up having an electrical fault in there and you don't have it isolated, that electrical fault can come back and destroy everything.
Okay.
I speak from personal experience. I used to be a technical theater director at Morehead Schools for 8.5 years. We had that happen to us. It was not a pretty sight. I can promise you that there was a splitter in there by the next school year. Essentially what happened, we had a piece of accessory equipment in a lighting instrument. We had borrowed the instrument, wasn't ours. Didn't think, why would you check the plug? I mean, they'd been using it. Here the ground was lifted inside the plug, but the hot was still there, and it used the accessory as the ground path right through the DMX control. Wiped out 2 outputs of our board, wiped out the accessory, the power supply for the accessory. So I put these in faithfully now.
Okay.
And then this is the master power up here. Should there ever be a need to shut everything down and you want to do it from up here, there's that there, but normally that's should be like that. And it's also the power conditioner. You need crazy voltage spikes or anything like that.
So really, it's just going to stay in there. We can close it, put a lid on it. Should be done.
Yep.
Okay.
The only time you would ever come up here is to use that to turn up.
Turn something on.